This conference will now be recorded.
So let me give you the presentation, right? Yeah. Suresh, I gave you the presentation, right?
Okay. Will you see my desk?
No, I think it is loading. No, we are not able to see.
No.
You're not able to see.
It's showing icon as a presenter.
Yeah.
No.
No, still we are not able to see.
Could you please do control back?
Yeah, I took the control. So let me do one thing. At the end of the class, we'll see. So let's start the class right now. Okay. Yeah. So yesterday we have seen the installation process. Setting up the VMs, three VMs, like we have done like this, which I already shown you. So now we have three missions. Okay. So all these three missions, one is master. Mm. All these nodes are connected to on same network. So these machines are connected to the router, and we have configured the network in such a way that every server got an IP address from my router itself. So that that particular IP will act as a host only as well as NAT, okay, which will get an internet connectivity. So now let me start this missions. So so let me log into the three missions. Sorry. This is my worker node, and this is my third mission. So now we can see I have three missions where I have logged in. Okay, this is Cube Minion 1, and this is sorry, this is Cube Minion 2. Okay, so all the missions are set up ready. Yeah. So this is Cube Master. So now we need to install the packages on this particular mission with Kubernetes. Okay, so let's do that. Let me show you the official document itself. So before we begin, exactly we are trying to install 1.11 or we can install 1.12. So when I did 1 month ago, it is only 1.11. So now there is a new release called 1.12. I don't know what new features they have added, but there is a new release in this cap. So let's try to go for the latest one. Okay. So here we can use Ubuntu 16.04 or plus in the sense 18 version also. We can use it. We can use Debian 9, CentOS 7 or Red Hat 7, Fedora 25 and 26, and Hybrid iOS and Container Linux. Okay, so these are the supported operating system, and the minimum amount of RAM that is required for every mission is 2 GB of RAM. Okay, two CPUs or more, and the network framework where everything should be public or a private network is fine. Okay, so unique host name, MAC address, this you know, right? Every mission has. And remember, swap memory should be disabled. Okay, so let's try to check that. Okay, so let's verify the swap memory on all the missions. So this is enabled, you can see here. So how will you disable it? First, I need to disable temporarily. So for that, I need to use swap off, okay, -a. Okay, swap off -a. Here also you can see this node is also having it. So swap off -a. So on all the nodes, I have disabled the swap memory for temporary purpose. In the sense, if you reboot the server, again the swap memory will be enabled by default. Okay. So I need to disable at the boot time. In the sense, I want to permanently disable the swap memory so that from the next time it will not show you the swap memory. So how will you do that? Go to bi/etc fs tab. Okay. So here we have this. Okay. And then this second mission. So come to the swap memory entries and then disable it. This is called as file system tab. So whenever your machine is getting booted or rebooted, so it will load the entries, partition entries from this particular configuration file. Okay. So I have permanently disabled my swap memory, even though if I reboot my system also, I don't see the swap memory enabled. Okay. If you want, you can test it by rebooting the server. That is up to you. And so what are the port numbers that need to be opened when you are having a firewall? Like firewall, it's like IP tables, rules and all. So the port numbers which need to be enabled on the master node is nothing but these port numbers. And the port numbers that need to be enabled on the worker node is these port numbers. Okay, you can see here. So for Kube API server, Kubelet API, Kube scheduler, Kube control manager, Kube API and node services ports. So this is the actual ports that need to be opened. So these things you need to remember. You can go through the document and this will explain you. Okay. So after that, let us try to install. So as I told you before, what happened? Just a second, guys. Where is a command to install Docker first? First, we need to install Docker. They have removed or what? Directly it will give from this package. No. What happened to Docker? Let me check what this new document is explaining. Because there should be somewhere like Docker installation. If it is not present, then I hope it will install. And let's see. Or else anyway, we can install Docker. That is not a big deal. Internet issue. Now let us check the next command. The next command is download the ZPC key. After that, execute this command in order to create a repository. It's taking a long time. Then we need to do, whenever you create a new repository, just do an update. And after that, we need to install the packages. Okay, now we are installing the kubeadm, kubectl, and then kubelet. So these things we need to do same on other two missions also. Okay, so let us do first on this particular mission, and then we'll go to the second and third mission.
In the worker node side, cube ADM is it required or not?
It is, the package is required. It doesn't mean that it will start your kubeadm. So you're using the kubeadm package, but actual kubeadm package you are trying to initiate from the master node. You're not
Okay.
from the worker nodes. Okay.
Okay.
So now this is installed. So let's check for the Docker. So Docker is not installed. I don't know why they have not mentioned about it. It is mandatory. Have they missed or we are missing it? I don't know exactly, but if you look at the this particular document, right, you can see here. Hmm. Oh, still it is showing. Why? But they have to mention which kind of Docker version we need to install. Here it is not mentioned for 12. I don't know why. Such a crazy thing. So guys, let me continue instead of going through this. अरे यार, post-grade continuous orchestration. Okay, basic knowledge. What happened to the document? Python document. No version. This is what. Too much. Okay. Let me install Docker. Okay. Docker.io. Okay, we'll see which version it will install. So it is installing 17.03. So which will support by Kubernetes. They are mentioned here. Okay. So install Docker from Ubuntu repositories. That is either using this command, which I'm already doing it. Okay. So nothing is required. Done. Or we can do it from 18.06 latest version also we can use Kubernetes. Okay. So we'll try to do one thing. Just go and install the latest version. Neither order. So Docker hyphen version. As of now, we are using 17.03. Okay. So let's try to install the latest one. Why to go for the older one? Because latest one will provide so many advantages of containers. There are a few new implementations in Docker, so let's try to use it. Guys, this is already documented in your sheet. You can go through it. Just install 11 point version and see how it goes. Later we can upgrade it. We can see the upgrade task also. Right. Okay. So Docker is also installed. This is done. Now let's check the C groups. So here we need to follow the same step on the 3 nodes. Let me do it. Okay. So Docker hyphen version. You can say it is 18.06 exact version which we are trying to use. Okay, so now the installation is done. So what we need to do, first of all, let's verify the kubelet command is status is running or not. Kubelet service. Still it is not running, it is getting activated. So let's see the things which they have mentioned. So this file is not available. Okay. I will like so kubelet kubedium extra kubelet extra cgroup driver. Please mind that you only have to do that is the cgroup driver of your CR is not your CR is not okay. Let me check the details in my document. Why to go for that? You can see here which I have already mentioned here in proper what need to be done. Maybe not mentioned. My goodness. Okay guys, I will add that. Hmm, few minutes, just few minutes. Hmm. Just a second, guys. There is one parameter that which I need to add. Let me check that because I don't save it actually. What we need to do is like we need to go to system, and then mm, oh my goodness, I lost it somewhere. This is important. Okay. Meanwhile, let me do the comments on this particular note. I'll try to do that. Meanwhile, that's what we need to do. You have disabled it. Just execute this command. All the do nodes. After that, execute this command. Next, copy paste this. Okay. Then do update command. Okay. Because whenever you create a new repository, just we need to do an update in the Debian missions. CentOS it is not required. So once this package has got installed, then we need to just first install Docker. Actually, this Docker installation need to be done first. Anyways, we have done later. It is not a big issue. Hmm. Happened to my Suresh got disconnected, it seems. He has some network issue due to heavy rain. No issues with that. See, guys, wherever you can see that I am following the official documents. I'm not referring any other document. Wherever I try to do, whenever I'm trying to explain the new concepts in Docker and Kubernetes. Okay, so everything was written in the official document. Just we need to frame it. Okay, so that framing part I will give you. Okay, just try to read according to it. So this framing part is done in my document. Okay, the document which I share, right? So everything is framed in such a way that you can understand one after the other. Okay, now I'm trying to install Docker. So once this is done, your installation is done with all the three missions are set up properly, so that your Kubernetes is installed successfully. So what I need to do from my end is just to identify one parameter. I got it. And just we need to add one parameter called. Okay. After that, we need to reload. Okay. Now you can check the status. It will try to start it. Okay. If you want live information, just we need to give watch, and it will get active. So now we can say it is active. No, still it is not active. Let QVariant work. Restart. Cube. Let. Yeah. Now we need to take this particular node and we need to bootstrap it. Okay. So let's try to do it right now. So we need to bootstrap like this. Bootstrap in the sense, now you are making this particular node as a master. Okay. Just replace with your own IP address 0.20, and here we are trying to take this particular CIDR value for pod network. When you create pods, right, I'll tell you what is pod later, but when you create pods, pods will assign the IP address from this particular CIDR value. Okay, that is what I just want to say. Okay, then let's try to initiate. You can say now we are using version 1.12. So now you are bootstrapping in the sense this particular node is converting into a master. Okay, so for that it is pulling the required images and the YAML files. That is what it is trying to do. Let's see. Okay. So once it is done, you can see Kubernetes master has successfully initiated. Now we need to run this particular command. This command, what it will try to do, it will create a kube config file under this particular location. So actually your kube config is present under this particular location in admin.conf that you are trying to copy in this particular format. Okay. Now, so now we need to download the like which kind of network you want to use. Okay, I'm trying to use Flannel, so just try to use it. Before that, execute this command in order to allow the bridge packets. Go back to this and execute this command. Only on one node, master node only. Okay, so it will try to create some resources in Kubernetes. Okay, so meanwhile, let us execute this command on other two nodes so that these nodes will be joined to the master node. Okay, so this is what we have done in the Docker Swarm also, right? Same thing, but the commands are different. You can see here. So now you can execute a command called kubectl get nodes. What in Docker Swarm we have done? We have executed a command called docker node ls, right? So here we need to use kubectl is a command utility, the CLI command which we use. Get nodes. You can see it is still it is showing you as not ready. Let us wait for some time. Okay, and you can see the Docker version. From the roles you can see this is master. Okay, it is not yet ready. Let's wait. So with this Kubernetes installation is done. Okay, but we need to ensure that it is showing as ready the status. If not, it is not yet completed. Let's check the logs. Uh, Unable to update CNA config. No network found in container runtime network not ready. That's the reason still that is okay. Network plugin is not ready. CNA config uninitiated. Okay. So this it is saying like simply like what are the command you have executed here? It is still under creation process. Let's wait. Instead of executing this command multiple times, you can use watch before it. So it will show you the output for every 2 seconds. You can see the interval over here. So it is for every 2 seconds. This command will execute. And this is the time where you can see. It's not the time ready. It is active here. It is also active here. Hmm. Why it is saying like input not informed?
Networking component created successfully.
Sorry?
Networking component, funnel networking
Yeah,
component.
that is what I'm checking actually. Let me. Still it is under creation process. You can see here on other two
Yeah.
nodes. So that's it.
Yes.
Because my system is a bit slow, right? So that's the reason it is
Oh,
taking some time.
okay.
See, this output is already mentioned. I've shown you the 6 logs, right? Where it is saying like
Right.
still in the process. So that's the reason. Pending. This is on other two nodes. Maybe the third one. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. RAM. like bit slow because of RAM. Most of the memory was used by caching. Now we can say now I have free memory of 2.8 GB. So that's the reason frequently we need to clear our cache memory. You can say now how much free memory I got. Initially it is showing me 725 MB. Now it is 2.2 GB. I cleared the cache memory. You can see here the command which I executed. Maybe now it will be a bit faster compared to other things. See how it goes. But this is the procedure which we follow. I'll give you the steps. You can try installing it. Actually, in the official document, I thought it is available, but it is not. Let me give you the document. You can follow the official document. Tomorrow I'll explain this. What are these files and all. Okay. Are you still it is showing you as pending? See, how to put Flanel network. Tomorrow we'll see. It got stuck. So once it is done, I will tell you. Okay, how I fixed it. So tomorrow we'll start the actual commands related to Kubernetes and see each and every component, how to create, how to deploy an application in Kubernetes. So that is so important.
So tomorrow will you take the class or you will continue on Monday?
No. Saturday we have class.
Okay. Okay.
So tomorrow and day after tomorrow, Sunday also, if possible, I will take it. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bye.